Good morning guys. Jadi ini adalah hari Selasa dan aku mau start nge-gym dan suamiku he start go to work too. So we start our day. So hari ini aku mau nge-gym dan aku mau belum tahu mau ngapain setelah nge-gym. Jadi kita mau pisah. Jadi dia mau naik mobil dan mungkin aku naik motor. So guys, I see you back later at the gym. So guys, sekarang aku lagi di Laluciola Bali, restoran Laluciola di Bali, dan ini adanya di Peti Tengah bersama
with her husband. We sleep together but we don't have breakfast very often together.
Jadi kita breakfast sama suamiku. Aku sama suamiku maksudnya di Laluciola. Ini adalah restoran favorit kita tuh. Tuh ini view-nya. Kalau mau lihat view yang di depan aku view-nya gimana? Let's check it out.
Panorama, you just change it.
It's beautiful, isn't it, guys? So you have breakfast on the beach. Jadi kita biasa breakfast di sini sih, cuma waktu kita masih tinggal di Batu Belik. Cuman sekarang kita tinggalnya di Cemagi, jadi agak jauh dari mana-mana. Jadi kita jarang udah kesini. Dan aku sebenarnya mau berangkat nge-gym, tapi karena suamiku ngajak breakfast, jadi aku breakfast dulu sebelum nge-gym. Sekarang kita lagi nunggu makanan. Aku pesan omelet dan suamiku pesan egg benedict. Dan aku mau tanya ke suamiku. So I wanna ask you some question.
Yes.
Tell them about what you're doing. What your job?
My job, I have a couple of jobs now in Bali, but I originally came to Bali, we'll keep you in shot. I originally came to Bali to help a yayasan that was working with Indonesian drug addicts, and they were having difficulty in funding, so I came over with a funding model which was get Aussies to pay and Indonesians could have treatment for free. So that was originally why I came here, and that changed over time, where I actually then brought my private practice here, which was bespoke one-on-one treatment for drug addicts and alcoholics, and from that I started Seasons Bali. And why am I? So Yayasan Museum Indonesia, which is the Seasons Foundation Indonesia, and Seasons Bali, and now we provide drug and alcohol treatment services for both expats and foreigners as well as locals. So we do a lot of charity work around Indonesia. We do recycling of plastics. I have an English school, 170 students. I help young poor families in villages to have sanitation, so they're still going to the toilet in the jungle, so we are providing bathrooms. I do support some yayasans in Jakarta that go out and do drug prevention work in remote villages, in remote areas of Indonesia where there is a huge drug problem, where they make their own stimulants like crocodile and a whole lot of other different types of concoctions they make from cleaning fluids. So not too bad for a guy who came here to retire. And then I met her, and that so now we have babies. I have to work my ass off to pay for everything.
Tell them how you can you tell us about your story when you coming here, and then about your like lifestyle in Bali, like with the girls, how you find me, how you finally find me,
The girls.
like how you finally find a wife. Just tell them.
What version do I tell them? Well, when I had my 60th birthday here, let me tell you, it was Playboy turned 60. That was the theme. So when I came to Indonesia, I was like most bules that were single and older. I was looking for love. I did actually fall in love with my wife, and now here we are, we're having babies. So that's the version I'm going to give the flog. But when I did meet my wife, I did have 4 other girlfriends at the time. So Mrs. Smith then was girlfriend number 5.
But you not meet me very often.
I did. I met her all the time. And she pretends to be innocent, but Mrs. Smith was actually a party girl, and she needed to settle down. So when she met me, she decided that she could settle down. I hadn't decided I'd settle down, but we decided eventually we settled down, and here we are.
But tips how how Indonesian can have a bule husband or bule boyfriend. Can you give a tips how? Like I give tips already. Like
Tips.
first looking at doing a dating website,
Tips. So can I
Learn
just tell
how
you, we actually met on a dating website, but she didn't respond to any of the emails because Mrs. Smith has this penchant to forget passwords and also emails. So she's got about 10 emails now, 10 different passwords, and still can't access them. But what she did do was she secreted or secretly put her WhatsApp number on the profile. And because I decided to read the whole profile, I saw a number that looked like an Indonesian number, 08 blah 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 blah. So I rang it, and I didn't ring it, I sent her a text. I said, "Why don't you respond to my emails, you snob?"
Who do you think you are? Are you pretty?
Who do you think you are? You think you're that pretty you can't respond to an old bule? But it doesn't matter, there's a whole lot of different websites you can go on to. But the tip is that most of the Western guys that are coming here are just looking to have casual sex and don't want to have a relationship. So be careful. Don't give it away too soon. And if there are any red flags, like, they've never been married and they're 40, there's something wrong with that dude. Trust me. Usually most good men are married in their 20s or 30s. So if you meet someone that's over that age, they will more than likely be divorced. Make sure they're divorced. It's the normal dating stuff, but be cautious. Be cautious. Asthi put up with me being a playboy for a while and walked away. Left me. And then I had to make a decision to come back. Get her back. And she was actually dying in her cost from appendicitis. And I went around to rescue her, and she wouldn't come to my villa because she knew she thought I just wanted to take her back there and have sex while she was sick. But it wasn't. She was very, very sick. And I do have a medical background, so I went, this is not the flu. You have got, I believe, appendicitis. Come back to my villa, I'll get my doctor to see you, and we'll see what happens. So within the next 2 hours, she's in hospital about to have an operation for a burst appendix. Fortunately, we got it before it burst. If it had burst in her cost, she would be dead. Simple. So the reason we're still together is I saved her life.
And which part of Bali you like?
The north, the forgotten north. I hate Kuta, I hate Legian, I hate Sky Garden. I hate most nightclubs. But, you know, if you hang around there, you'll meet bullies. But you're better off meeting them on a website, talk to them, chat with them on the chat rooms, chat with them on WhatsApp before you make any decisions. You know, and so far I've had 3 PAs of married bullies. So my staff seem to come, see how successful our marriage is, and decide that that's what they want. They don't want to be mucking around with Indian locals in their 20s and 30s who just want to fuck around anyway. Just like bullies, every male wants to do that. But you'll find people who want to settle down. And if you find people who want to settle down, then you're lucky, you know?
Yeah, and then what you think about Bali now than Bali before? The first time you come to Bali and then Bali now. What you thinking about it? It's like
I'm lucky I've got lots of work to do, or else I'd be totally bored. You wake up, go down the beach, drink coconuts, look at sunsets, go to bed. Wake up, go down the beach,
now what you
drink
think
coconuts.
about Bali now? Like you've been to Bali for a long time.
Bali now is overpopulated. It's too busy. There's too many tourists, too many bullies come here and think they can start businesses and they fail. It's expensive, where at once upon a time it was affordable. You know, my Indonesian staff come to Australia and visit and say, why do you come to Bali when you have such a beautiful country? You know, Victoria, the Victorian coast is stunning compared to the beaches here. But it is the island of the gods. It has a spiritual energy about it. It's tropical. Even though the oceans are becoming full of plastics and, you know, it's
What
not
they
as
need
good
to
as it
act?
was.
What do you need to act?
The Balinese and Indonesians need to become more aware of their environment and the damage they're doing to it, and I think they are, slowly. There's lots of companies like mine that recycle plastics. There's lots of projects, lots of things happening, but they need more. That's why I'm working with the government. I'm working with the government on the issue of drug and alcohol treatment. It shouldn't be offered by the police. It should be offered by a health service. So that's my next goal over the next year, is to help change policy. And I think that's, you know, we've got jacq in power at the moment. I actually like jacq. I've met him a couple of times. He's very smart, and he has the best interests for Indonesians at heart, you know. The only thing I disagree with him on is the death penalty for drugs. I actually think all drugs should be regulated. That way we can, if we regulate it, we can educate people. Excuse us while we have breakfast.
Ya, taruh sini. Ya, makasih.
Silakan, ada lagi.
Udah.
Swap this one over.
Oh, sama pepper ya? Pepper.
So I think she's going to edit this out.
Yeah, well, I did it. Alright, guys.
So back to my concept of realm, ELM, regulate, educate, legislate and medicate when it comes to drug issues.
I see.
Making it illegal is insanity.
Ya, telur.
It has not worked,
Sama ini juga ya.
will not work, and
Sama bapak juga. Ya, itu.
thank you.
So guys, sekarang kita
Kasih
mau
sedikit
makan
extra.
dan I see you back later. Thank you. Thank you, babe. Say like and subscribe. My
What do I say?
YouTube channel. Like and subscribe.
Now, hey guys, what you need to do for this vlog is like and subscribe.
And share about
And share it.
share about this video for maybe people.
Some of your friends might like it because
The drug
it's
and
advice
drug.
on what to do.
About drug and alcohol stuff.
not just drug,
Drug
and alcohol,
and
but
addiction.
how to find yourself a BULE husband. Maybe not as handsome as me, or as sexy, or as intelligent, but you'll get one. See ya.